Hi everyone, welcome to this special series on options. This is the third video of this series. Previous two on basics of options and calls and puts have already been uploaded in the playlist. In the previous two videos, we have already learned about what are options, its nomenclature, as in how do we represent it, its two types, that is calls and puts, and with a very good trick, we learned how to easily remember these two. Further, we also knew with a very good example or case study of Chintu Pass Ho Gaya all these complex terms in a very easy and simple way. If you haven't watched these two videos, then I would strongly recommend you to do so. Reference link to them have been mentioned in the I button above and also in the description box below. Do check it out. So this is where you will find all the videos. Go to my channel playlist, go to options basics and check out these two videos. Anyways, links are already mentioned in this video. You can go directly from there as well. Alright? So how are you finding this series? Many of you have poured in your positive feedback. I hope you all are liking it and benefiting out of it. Do like, share and subscribe the channel if you do so. Okay, in this video we will touch upon another important topic related to options, that is understanding the concept of spot price, strike price and moneyness, that is ATM, ITM and OTM of an option, which is nothing but in the money, at the money and out of the money options. We will also quickly touch upon concept of intrinsic and time value of options. Alright? There is a common misconception among the traders that option is just like any equity instrument. Buy low and sell high. Well, option is not that simple. Even if you buy an option at the low price and market moves in your direction, still you may end up losing money. But how is that possible? Well, let me tell you, this is possible. Because options are not equity but a derivative product. The premium of an option is determined not just by price of its underlying but by several other factors. Therefore, it is always advisable to understand the options basics before jumping off to trade directly. The factors that determine the premium of an options are manifold, generally called Greeks. We will understand each of these in detail gradually as we progress in this series of options. Alright? As promised, I will make you understand all the basics of options to you, good enough so that you can trade options comfortably. All this will be done in a very simple way, without much complicated formula and calculations, with just easy to assimilate examples. So let's get started with Liga's financial analysis finalysis. In video 2, we have already been introduced to the concept of underlying and derivatives. We now know that options are a derivative product. Initially, it was started for the purpose of hedging. That is, as an insurance product in the share market to protect against eventuality in its underlying. But as the market across the world matured and grew, trading in options have gained steam. In India also, option trading is quite popular among traders. Two most popular traded instruments here in India are Nifty and Bank Nifty. These are indices based derivative product whose underlyings are two quite popular indices, that is Nifty and Bank Nifty. Alright, so finding it exciting already? Okay, let's move further. We will extend the same Chintu's example that we have used across all our videos. So, as we saw, to hedge the Chintu's failure in exam, his father bought an insurance policy that guaranteed him a lump sum amount if Chintu flunks the exam at their school for a nominal premium paid every month. Therefore, he bought insurance from Liga Insurance Company or LIC. So far so good. But how did LIC determine the premium of the insurance? Remember, it used the parameter called HEADS score, where H stood for health, E for estimated time for exam, A for assessment, that is previous marks, D for distraction level, and S for studies seriousness, or simply HEADS score. Alright, now based on the HEADS score, LIC decided what the premium or the price of the insurance would be. Lower the score or riskier the chance of passing, higher was the premium. Alright, so here LIC's scheme is a derivative product whose underlying is HEADS score. So this HEADS score is the basis for LIC to determine the premium for the insurance. Alright, let's say the calculated HEADS score of Chintu today is 75. So the strike value of HEADS is 75. Now we know that pass marks is 60 in his school, which is our base marks. If Chintu has to pass the exam, he has to score more than this base marks, that is 60. So our base marks, that is passing marks, which is under consideration here, is 60 in this case. That will be our spot price. Finding it a little confusing? Okay, we will try it in a different way to make you understand more clearly. So this time we will try to visualize these things pictorially. If we plot marks vertically with this arrow, starting from lower to higher marks. So this represents the 0 marks, and this is the full marks, that is 100. So somewhere here is our pass marks, that is 60. Alright, so the marks above 60 is safe zone, therefore represented in green. So if Chintu scores anything greater than 60, then he will be declared as pass, and hence this is the safe zone for Chintu. Alright, so any marks below 60 is danger zone. So if Chintu's marks falls anywhere in this territory, he will be declared as fail because his marks is lower than the pass marks 60. Alright, so far so good. Now the heads score for Chintu is 75. That is calculated by LIC. Now this 75 in the options terms is called as the strike value or a strike price. This is the value under consideration for us. Alright, and the pass marks is 60, which is the base level or the level of interest. This again in options terms is called as a spot value or a spot price. Now since 75 is greater than 60, therefore we can say that a strike marks is greater than spot marks. Alright, Chintu will be considered safe in this case. Therefore in this case, since a strike is greater than a spot value, therefore this value will be considered as out of the money value in options term or OTM. Simple. Now reverse will be the case if Chintu's heads score is less than 60. Suppose in this case, if Chintu's heads score as calculated by LIC is 45 instead of 75, which is definitely lesser than 60. Therefore Chintu is in danger zone. Now therefore our strike marks, that is 45 in this case, is lower than our spot marks, that is 60. Therefore this entire zone will be considered as in the money in options parlance. So if we talk in terms of options, whenever strike mark is lower than the spot marks, that will be considered as in the money zone, therefore represented by red, and this is danger zone. So summarizing it all, this is how it looks. So this is our spot mark and these two are our strike marks. So whenever a strike marks is above the spot marks, then that will be considered as out of the money, and whenever a strike marks is lesser than spot marks, then that will be considered as in the money. So if you closely look at this entire example, you would easily relate it to the behavior of a call option, where you profit with the rise in the price. Similarly, every rise in Chintu's marks will be considered as safe for him. Alright, the level which acts as the base is considered as at the money level. So in the call options, as we move ahead the ATM, we fall in out of the money zone, and as we go lower than ATM, we fall in the money zone. Alright, okay, with this let me quickly introduce to you here the concept of options chain and take you to the NSE's option chain to explain you these concepts in more detail. Don't worry, this is just a brief intro to option chain. I'm just showing it to you to demonstrate the concept of moneyness so that you can easily correlate it with Chintu's example as we saw just now. And in the next video, we will delve deeper into the option chain, as that video is gonna be totally dedicated to option chains only. Alright, so if you go to NSE website and open the option chain, this is how the option chain looks. It is clearly demarcated in two sections. First is calls and the second one is puts. Alright, so each of these sections, that is calls and puts, are further divided in two parts. As you can see, anything below this line has a gray touch to it. So this is the level where Nifty is trading right now. So if Nifty is trading around 15,700, then this level becomes our at the money level. Alright, and the levels above this level, which I have demonstrated to you in green box, is considered as out of the money zone. Alright, and here this level, which I have represented in red box, is considered to be as in the money zone. Alright, now hope this concept would be getting clear to you. So in option chain, for the calls option, the spot value is considered to be as at the money level, and the entire zone above ATM will be considered as out of the money zone, and all the levels below ATM will be considered as in the money zone. Alright, hope you all have understood the concept of moneyness, and with this Chintu's example you would be finding it interesting, right? Now let me tell you, the moneyness is different for calls and puts. What is OTM level for calls? That turns out to be ITM for the puts. Confused? I know, all these are a bit cluttered up, particularly if you are new to options. Therefore, I have deliberately used Chintu's example to make these complications as simple as possible to you. So far, we have understood ATM, OTM and ITM in terms of calls options, where higher the marks, safer it was for Chintu to pass the exam. Alright. Now let us understand the moneyness in case of put options. Now suppose Chintu's school has changed the criteria for passing the exam. Now instead of mark system, they have introduced the ranking system. So lower the rank, the better it is. That is, by securing the first rank, you are gonna top the class, and 100th rank would be considered as the bottom ranker. Again, ranking would be given out of 100, and the pass rank again is 60. So anyone whose rank is below 60 will pass the exam, and those who get more than 60 rank would flunk the exam. Clear? Now, if we try to see it pictorially, as we did in the previous case, that was in the marking system. Now this vertical line represents the rank this time, starting from first till 100th rank. So in this case also, the pass rank here again is 60, which is our base rank. That is represented somewhere here. Alright. Now in this case, any rank which is lower than 60 will be considered as safe. That is, lower the rank, better is the performance. That is, 10th rank is better than 15th, 5th is better than 10th, and the first of course is better than 5th. Alright. Therefore, this entire region which is above the base rank 60 is considered to be as safe. Therefore, it is represented in green here this time. Alright. Similarly, rank which is lower than 60 will be considered as unsafe, and therefore it is represented in red this time, as definitely 100th is worse than first rank. Alright. Now suppose, like previous case, LIC determines the head's rank for the Chintu. In the previous case, it determined the mark. Now it is determining the rank. Now suppose his head's rank comes out to be 45. This again is the rank under consideration. Therefore, it is our strike rank or a strike value. Alright. And since the passing rank is 60, which is our base rank, therefore this is called as spot rank. Now, since 45 is lower than 60, therefore he is in safe zone. Therefore, these ranks will be considered as out of the money ranks in options terms. Clear? And reverse happens when the rank is more than 60. That is, when rank is more than 60, that rank will not be considered as good for the exam point of view and will be considered as unsafe. Therefore, it is represented by red zone. Now suppose his head's rank comes out to be 75. Certainly, this is worse than 60th rank, or our strike rank is more than 60. Therefore, this time strike rank is more than base rank or spot rank, and hence this rank is in the money. So in this case, whenever strike level is less than the spot level, it will be considered as out of the money, and reverse is the case when it is in the money zone. Now if you look at it closely, this ranking system works as the put options. Lower the better. I mean, with every less rank, chances of Chintu passing the exam increases. Alright. So in terms of options, since this is our base value or the spot value, therefore this level is considered as at the money level or simply ATM. And in case of put options, so any strike level which is lower than the spot level is considered to be as out of the money level. Alright. Similarly, any strike level which is greater than the spot level will be considered as in the money level. This is the characteristic of put options. Lower the safer for Chintu. As in previous case, if we analyze the same concept on NSE option chain, so you will clearly see this entire region which is right of this vertical line which represents the strike price is considered to be as puts zone, which again is demarcated by this line. So this region which is represented slightly in gray, since Nifty is trading at this particular level, so this line is considered as at the money level. Alright. And the strikes below this, which is represented in white, which I have shown in this green box, is considered to be as out of the money levels. Alright. And these gray zone which I have represented in red box will be termed as in the money zone. So in the case of puts, the value reverses. Earlier in the case of calls, what was considered as OTM is now considered ITM for the puts option, and what was considered ITM for the calls option, that turns out to be out of the money level for the puts option. Clear? Now let us put both the cases side by side to understand the difference. In the marking system, higher the marks, safer it is for Chintu, which is marked in green. In this system, marks above the pass marks will be considered as OTM, and reverse is the case when he secures less than 60 marks. Danger zone marked in red and will be considered as ITM. In the second case, that is ranking system, lower the rank, safer it is for the Chintu, hence marked in green. In this system, rank below pass rank, that is 60, will be considered as OTM. And in the case of ITM, it will be just reverse. That is, rank above 60 will be considered as unsafe, red zone, and will be considered as ITM. Alright. So the marking system behaves like calls option, whereas ranking system behaves as put option. Higher the marks, safer it is for Chintu, and that will be considered as OTM, and lower the marks, riskier it is for the Chintu, and that will be considered as ITM. Whereas in the ranking system, lower the rank, better it is for Chintu. So in the options terms, in the calls option, values above the ATM will be considered as OTM, and values below the ATM will be considered as ITM. Whereas in the puts option, the moneyness just reverses. That is, the values below the ATM will be considered as OTM, or strike prices above ATM will be considered as ITM this time. Alright. Hope with these two examples of marking and ranking system of Chintu, the entire concept of ATM, ITM and OTM would have been very clear to you all. These concepts are overwhelming for a newbie. Therefore, I have deliberately chosen this unique example of Chintu and LIC to make you this concept as simple as possible. Hope you would be loving these learnings and would have started understanding the options in a different and better way. I'm sure by the time you finish this entire series on options, you would simply love it. Now again, you all might consider why I have given you such an elaborate example of Chintu, his father and LIC to explain this simple concept of ATM, OTM and ITM. Like most of the YouTubers, I would have simply said values above a spot is called OTM and below a spot is called ITM. In the case of call options, simple. You would simply find many videos on YouTube where such plain and bookish concept is explained to you. But I chose this example for you for two fundamental reasons. First, of course, is to make these concepts as simple, as easier and as fun as possible for you to understand. And second is to make you the concept of intrinsic and time value clear to you. Whoa, some more jargons. Haha. Alright, let's revisit the option chain data. For the time being, let's first focus on the call option data. As explained, anything above the spot level is considered to be as out of the money levels, and anything below is considered to be in the money levels. So far so good. And these values, which is marked in blue here, represents the premium for that particular option and a strike price. So have you noticed an interesting fact? So if you look at closely the premium values, you will find that OTM's premium is lower than the ITM level. Can you guess why this is happening? Well, this is the reason why I chose to elaborate this concept with detailed example of Chintu. Now you would remember we correlated marking system with call options and also said the OTMs are the strike prices that are above the spot prices, or in Chintu's term, OTM marks are the above pass marks and hence safe zone. If Chintu secured head score of 75 1 week before the exam, he is well above the pass marks and his chances of failure are lesser as compared to 45 if he secured before 1 week of exam. So his chances of failure are more, therefore he falls in the riskier zone, and these levels are represented by red, that is in the money zone. Now, you would agree that for safe marks, LIC will charge less premium from his father because he is in the safe zone. Whereas, if Chintu's heads score comes out to be 45 1 week before the exam, then his marks are risky. Therefore, LIC will charge more premium from Chintu's father. Remember, more risk, more premium. Therefore, OTM premiums are always lesser than ATM or ITM. Simple? How easy can that be? Similarly, you can extend the same logic for put options also. Correlate buying put options with ranking system of Chintu. You would see that lower the rank, the better it is for Chintu. So OTMs here are the values below a spot level and hence a safe zone, and therefore has lower premium than ITMs. Cool? Take a pause. Rewatch this last few minutes of video and let the concept sink in you if you have any doubt. Alright? Now, having understood why OTM's premium are lower than ITM in both call and put options, now we should understand that there are two components of premium, intrinsic and extrinsic value. The extrinsic value here is also called as time value. Sounds familiar? Alright, we will discuss the intrinsic and time value in detail when we will discuss the Greek theta. Alright? Now, one of the component, that is time value, is determined by the time to expiry. Alright, so far in this video we have understood the concept of strike price, spot price, and with the example of Chintu and his marking systems, we have understood the concept of moneyness of option, that is OTM, ATM and ITM. We just did not formally explain expiry, but I'm sure you all would have understood what an expiry is. It is the duration till which option contract is valid. Alright? Remember I told you options are like insurance. So when you take an insurance, say health insurance or car insurance, then you take it for a time period. And during that time period, those insurances are valid. And once the time period is over, the insurance lapses. This terminating date is called as expiry. So in the case of options also, there are different types of options based on expiry period. There may be weekly options, monthly options, quarterly options, or yearly options. As the name itself suggests, weekly option will expire in a week's time, whereas monthly expires in a month's time. Alright? Therefore, in the NACA website, this is where we define the expiry date. So these are the options that you have. So these are weekly options, and if we take the values after 1 month, that will be considered as monthly options. Similarly, quarterly and yearly options. Alright, so I have brought you to this side just to raise one question. So this is the weekly expiry expiring at 1st July. So for this strike price, let us consider around figure 16,000. You will see for the call option, out of the money value comes out to be 31.6. This is weekly expiry. Now I will increase the expiry date. Instead of weekly, we will consider the monthly expiry, that is ending on 29th July. And we will see that for the same strike price, that is 16,000, the premium now is 180 rupees. Now can you tell me why for the same strike, higher expiry options have more premium than the near expiry options? Well, correlate this with Chintu's example and try to visualize why might this happen. If you are able to visualize the reason, please write it in the comment box. Anyways, you will get the answer during the course of this series, so don't worry. So remember this nomenclature that I had shown you in the first video itself, where I had told you that during the course of this series, you will be able to understand all these values very clearly. So in the previous video, you knew what the option type was. Now with this video, you would have got fair bit of idea about what is a strike price and what is expiry. And of course, some idea about premium also you would have got with this video. So now you clearly understand what is underlying, what is expiry, strike price, option type, and premium. I think this much would be enough for this video. So I'm wrapping it up. I'm sure with Chintu's case study, you would be able to grasp the concepts easily. In case, if you have any difficulty, rewatch this video and don't shy away from reaching out to me by writing in the comment sections below. So here's the quick summary of the learnings of this video. Just go through it once. Hope you would have liked this video. Do like, share, and subscribe my channel. And do let us know your thoughts and queries by writing in the comment box below. Watch out our other videos in the series Basics of Options, and check out our playlist for a lot of other informative videos. On that note, I'm signing off. Do take care of yourself and your loved ones. Stay healthy, stay happy. Bye bye.